Being a business owner is a lonely job. As business continues to change so rapidly, staying ahead and above water can feel overwhelming. You have little time to concentrate on growing your business because you're stuck working in your business. Your attention is on the day-to-day operations, handling emergencies, and you are challenged to create that winning team that can run your business when you aren't there. You aren't making the money you could be because you aren't focused on multiplying your profitability. What would it feel like if your business finally gave you more than you put into it? Wouldn't it be nice to have a business that works with you? To have a team of customer-focused individuals who delivered on your company's promise even when you aren't there? Wouldn't it be great to be able to have the time to enjoy your family and have real work-life balance? You can live your best business life. But how? Most businesses invest in professional expertise in the most important aspects of their business. You hire an accountant or financial advisor to ensure your money is managed effectively. You hire a lawyer to help you navigate legal matters. Why not hire a business coach to help you with everything else? An action coach is a certified professional who brings with them a unique perspective and a set of skills to help you re-energize your business operation. They will help you find new, effective ways to solve some of your most taxing business challenges. Employing an action coach is a partnership, a relationship, and they will mentor you as your business grows. Quite simply, an action coach will help you find ways to have more time, build more effective teams, and make more money. Action Coach is the leading coaching company in the world with nearly 1,000 coaches working with more than 18,000 businesses a week. We not only expect results, we guarantee them with our 17-week guarantee. You can choose from a variety of business programs, from one-to-one coaching to group coaching. There is something for every business and every budget. Your business is not broken, and adding an action team will transform you into a powerful and robust business in your community. Working with a business coach can help you set up systems, processes, and strategies to help your business run more effectively and ultimately get ahead of your competition. You aren't alone, and we will work with you to help you find the most precious of resources: time. It is time to invest in your business and invest in your future. Go to actioncoach.com and the first coaching session is on.
My name is Amit Mittal. I'm from Action Coach, the world's #1 business coaching company. Today, we are going to talk about 6 steps to massive business results. This is the most powerful tool I have ever come across, which is very, very relevant for any business. So let's start the webinar now. So the purpose for today's webinar is to reward your time and investment with the simplest and the fastest and the easiest ways to increase sales and profit, free up your time, and create amazing team. So basically 3 things we are going to talk about: money, time, and team. All right. Let me talk about Action Coach, the world's #1 business coaching company. We are more than 1,000 coaches around 82 countries worldwide. It is founded by Brad, an entrepreneur and author. Our vision is the word abundance through business re-education. When we talk about word abundance, it means there's no scarcity around the world. Only thing is, what is needed is the right education or right awareness of how do we eliminate the scarcity. That is what we do. We coach over 18,000 businesses each week in many countries, and we have coached almost more than 150,000 businesses around the globe. Our history goes back to almost 28 years from now, wherein we started from Australia and then gradually grew in many, many countries. Little bit about myself. My name is Amit Mittal. I am a business coach, advisor, trainer, mentor, 25 years of experience, expert in growing business and delivering consistent results. I've served family business before moving into a business world. I've done MBA from New York University, London School of Economics, and HEC Paris. This program is world's #1 business program. Having worked with the leaders at the leadership positions in many large companies like Wellspun, Indocount, and Himasinka, and decent family-sized businesses, I have delivered value to global brands, not only in India, but in many countries. I am on a mission to create wealth for 20,000 businesses and impact lives of 100,000 people in next 20 years. This is not small, but with the help of everybody together, we will grow together. Let me talk about a basic thing that we come across in our business on day-to-day life. Point of power. When we talk about point of power, there are two ways to it. Either we remain below the point of power or we remain up above the point of power. When you are below the point of power, you are actually blaming or making excuses or in a denial mode. You might be saying that I don't know about that, or taking excuses or reasons for not doing the things on time, or blaming somebody else in the business. But actually, to be successful in your business, you need to take ownership, accountability, and responsibility. And so do your team members under you. So they need to be responsible for what they are doing in the business. And moment you or your team starts taking that position, you become successful and you can see the results in your business. But there are times when you keep going down the below a point of power. That is the time you need to recorrect yourself and move up the point of power. All right. This is very powerful tool, and I think it is important to take care of it in your day-to-day business. Let me talk about your business. It's a silly thing, but I think it is true for most of the people. Is your business driving you, or you are driving the business? If you are driving the business, then it's really good. But if the business is driving you, like in most cases, you are actually firefighting, disposing fire, working on urgent things, ensuring to solve problems for your team members. All these things eats away almost 60 to 70% of your time. And what is left out at the end of the day is around 20% of the time just working on the business. So you should be focusing on working on the business and empower, train, and ensure your team is delivering the job what they are supposed to do. Make sense? Okay. When you're doing the job what your team is supposed to do, you are actually undervaluing yourself. Not only undervaluing, you are actually losing your effective time in the business. Your effectiveness in the business when you do the job which can be delegated easily to your team members. And over time, you just overwork. And then what happens? You burn out. And burnout means you actually become so stressed out, so under pressure that you tend to forget things, you tend to miss the targets, you tend to lose concentration on certain important and urgent activities. And that leads to downfall of your business. And when your business downfall starts, your cash crunches starts happening, and stability of the business is in a problem, your business starts failing. That is the main reason of business starts failing. It is important what we talk about a definition of successful business, a commercial profitable enterprise that works without you. Yes, you would be surprised, but we say it without you, because your business should work even though you are not in the business or away from the business for 15, 20 days or even a month. And if you're away from the business and business is doing good and you are able to make profit, then I would say that's the best thing that it can happen. But it doesn't happen to most of us. Yes? So let's move on. So 6 steps to massive business results is basically 6 steps are all about mastery, niche, leverage, team, synergy, and results. And all these put together gets you the massive results. When we talk about mastery is a foundation of any business. Mastery is all about getting control of things, coming out of the chaos. Without actually eliminating the chaos, you cannot move on to the next stage, which is niche, which talks about marketing and sales. And if you are doing right things in your business in terms of marketing and sales are generated consistently, then you start getting predictable cash flow. And predictable cash flow gets the cash for the business so that you can put systems, which is leverage. You can empower people. You can bring efficiencies in the system through manuals, through procedures, and all those things. And then after that, you start putting the right team members in the business so that the job that you're doing in the business can be delegated to them. You get the general manager or a CEO for your business so that you can focus on important things and move out from the day-to-day transactions that you're doing at the moment. And then once this is done, then you start focusing on synergy, which is just duplication. It becomes like your 4 pillars down below will help you to multiply your business in multiple places. That's a synergy. And once you start getting the synergy, you start getting the passive income, and passive income is all about your growth and creating multiple businesses. We'll talk about mastery in detail. Mastery is all about a commercial enterprise. When we talk about commercial and mastery, it's basically 4 pillars of mastery: destination mastery, money mastery, time mastery, and delivery mastery. When we talk about destination mastery is all about setting the goal for your business, having a clarity on where you want to be in next 10 years. Once you have a vision in place, the roadmap becomes easy and easy to create a roadmap so that you can start moving on to that road. Mission statement is all about how you are going to reach to their destination, what kind of challenges that may come, and you might have to counter those challenges. And the culture is all about your ideology, the ideology of the business, the culture of a business that you need to ensure that it needs to be intact, because this is something which is it's unique to the business. Then we talk about the time mastery. Time mastery is basically all about self mastery. How are you taking decisions in your business? How efficiently you are using your time? How are you prioritizing your time in the business? Are you having the effective meetings, or you are just trying to get the update or a update on what is happening for a particular transaction? Then we talk about efficiency mastery is all about, are your people efficient? Are they doing what they are supposed to do, or they are just coming back to you again and again and asking you for a help? Are they trained enough to ensure that they are efficient enough? Are they priority mastery is something like it is important that everybody in the business needs to prioritize their work. They cannot work on something which is immediately coming to their way, but they need to prioritize and sequence the work in such a way that they are able to deliver and close the thing at the end of the day. Priority is also important, which many people are not able to do. Then we talk about delivery mastery. Delivery mastery is all about consistency in delivery. Is your business delivering 98% of the time on time to the customer? Is your customer satisfied? Does it create a wow factor in the customer through your services and the product that you're delivering to your customer? Do you have a right quality parameters in place? Do you deliver the right place in right time? It's all about that. Delivery mastery is all about that. Money mastery. Money mastery is the most important thing for the business. It's like a heart of a business. When we talk about heart, we talk about cardio. And by cardio in money mastery, we mean your COGS. C means cost of goods sold, A for assets, D for debts, I for investments, and O for overheads. So you need to ensure your cash flow is properly balanced. Your bill receivable and bills payable should be properly managed. Your inventory turnover is 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 much better than what is expected, and the profit margins in your business are intact. Like the KPI mastery is all about how you are ensuring that the business numbers are coming in consistently. Are you testing the investments that you are making in the business? How do you measure that whatever investment that you have made in the past, are they delivering you the consistent results or not? If not, what corrections needs to be done in terms of financial numbers to bring efficiency in your balance sheet? It's all about that. So these four pillars are important foundation for any business. If you have a gap in these areas, so you need to strengthen this area before moving to the next step. All right. Now we talk about time target. It's basically when we talk about time, most of us are actually either out of the blue zone or within the blue zone. Blue zone is basically we are working on urgent but not important things. When we talk about not important things, something which is not relevant for your position you are working for, something you are displaying fire for the urgencies in the business, which somebody was supposed to deliver or do on time, but they didn't do it. Somebody failed to do their job, those kind of things. And then you further move down toward the inner circle, it is urgent and important things. When we talk about urgent and important, there's a little improvement, but still you're managing the fires in the business. So those fires actually needs to be resolved by putting systems in place, by putting proper checks and balances in place, so that these fires can be pulled before they are actually becoming a fire. Once you put the systems and processes in place, then you start moving inside the inner core zone, which is the red zone, not urgent, important zone. When we talk about not urgent, that there is no urgency now as far as you're concerned, and you're focusing on the right things in your business. You're focusing on growing your business, multiplying your business. You're focusing on building the great teams. You're focusing on training the people so that they can deliver what is expected out of them. So this is where you need to be. When you start doing that, you're actually working on your business. And that is where you need to be. And you should start working and moving toward the inner core of the circle. All right. The delivery mastery, when we spoke about delivery mastery, is basically it is important that you need to debottle your plant, or you need to debottle your delivery challenges. You need to attend customer complaints. You need to be happy about it that somebody is complaining about your product so that you can take action and correct that. Otherwise, many customers will not even complain, they will just walk away. So it is important that you realize that importance of somebody who's complaining about your product and services, and you take action on that. You need to raise your basic delivery standard across the board. That's most important. Minimum requirement is 98%. How do you reach that? That needs to be figured out. All right. If you're missing 98% mark, that means your customers somewhere are not happy with you, not going to be happy with you, and you will feel challenges for repeat orders. All right. How do you create a winning customer service? Consistency in business. That's the most important thing. Consistency in business. Consistency in delivery. Ensure you are delivering right product, right place, right time, right quantity, right quality. Right? That is the consistency. Then it's easy to buy. How do you make your customer easy to buy? Some kind of ways wherein they are able to see the entire product range and select out of that which one they want to order and place a order trouble free. They should not be chasing you for placing the order. They should be all the information should be available to them, be it some kind of a presentation or some kind of a other means that you can provide to them so that they have an access to the information before placing the order. Once you make that thing happen for them, easy to buy, it leads to the wow factor. When the customer is at the wow factor, that is the where you start getting the loyal customers. These customers, they will be happy with you and they will not leave you. And if they don't leave you, they will continue to give repeat orders to you. All right. It's important that we start moving from one-time buy to multiple time transactions with the same customer and create a wow with our services that we provide to the customer. Next one is predictable cash flow, which is niche. It basically, we spoke about commercial. Now it's a profitable. The niche is all about profitable enterprise. We talk about niche, we talk about no price competition. You'll be saying, what is it that you are talking about? There's always a price competition. Yes, I understand, but there's no price competition if you are able to create your niche. And we have done that in past and we are successfully doing it. Basically, you need to move out of the commodity zone. And when you are in commodity zone, there is so much of price competition that there's no limit to the price going on the lower side. You may not be able to cover your costs, but still you need to make the sale just because your product is not differentiated from your competitor. And once your product is not differentiated from your competitor, you end up just bargaining with the customer and trying to get the sale out of it. It is important that you create an innovative product. You give innovation and R&D you ensure that you have a proper R&D in place. You keep innovating new products and services in your businesses, offering new, uh, uh, addressing the new needs of the customer so that they keep buying from you. They are happy about it that you are solving their problem one after the other by innovating one solution after the other. So this is the important thing. Once you are coming out with the innovative product one after the other, that is the time you actually start getting out of the price competition, and then you realize that there's no price competition. Like for example, Apple or Samsung of the world, they even though they compete with the Chinese phones, but on the other hand, they have created their own niche in the market. Like any of the designers, you can see the watches, the Rado of the world, or even the Calvin Klein of the world. These are the guys who have created their niche, and nobody talks about the cost with them. They talks about the value that they give to the client, and client feels happy about wearing or using their products and services. All right. Next one is basically creating your niche. It's USP in your business, unique selling proposition. What is unique about your product and services that you're offering to your customers? Is it the quality? Is it the delivery? Is it something you have to find in your product that is unique about yourself? It is, and this is something which will place you different from your competitors and give you leverage over them. So you need to identify what is a niche in your product, which is USP, and then start selling that, start promoting that to your customers, so that they get to know about it, that this is something which they are not getting from any other people. And that is why you are unique and you are placed much higher than others. Second thing, what you can do is you can create some kind of a guarantee for your product. Guarantee is all about like giving, endorsing your product, that our product is really good, and if anything happens, we are there, we will replace it, we will resolve the problem. Kind of guarantee that you're giving. It gives the confidence in the customer that this company is giving a guarantee which is a rock solid. And if anything happens, we are there. So that kind of a guarantee. We help you to create the guarantee in your business in different ways, and so that you get the customer satisfaction, and the customer satisfaction leads to customer loyalty, and it leads to repeat business from the customers. All right. Okay. Let's move on. Rule of 10 on 10. Basically, when we talk about rule of 10 on 10, it is something like, are we just dependent on one strategy in our marketing, or we have multiple strategies to get the leads for our business? When we talk about leads, is basically it can be an inquiry, it can be a prospect customers for future, all those things. So what kind of a marketing that you are doing to get more leads into your business? Are you doing one or two marketing strategies, or you have multiple of them? If you're dependent on one or two, which one is working well for you? Are you recording those kind of things? Do you have a feedback from a customer that they came to know about your product and services from particular type of marketing campaign that you are running? Are you doing that? Second thing, are you able to balance out, instead of one or two strategies, if we have 10 strategies, and out of 10, even though one fails, but still we have 9 strategies in place. And when we have 9 strategies in place, we are sure that 90% of our leads are generated, even though there's a 10% failure, but still you are okay. But imagine if you're dependent on one or two strategies, either 100% or 50% of your business is at stake. Just because if one of the strategies doesn't work, your 50% of the leads are not, or inquiries are not coming in. So that is why we say 10 ways of 10% is equal to 100%. Minimum, I would say 5 ways of 20% is equal to 100%. That means 5 strategies, 20% each. If you divide that, then it is, you will be rest assured that your sales are happening, you're able to convert, you are getting inquiries, and you are able to convert them. If you're not doing that, then it may lead to a problem later. Okay? All right. Test and measure. Now, when we talk about test and measure, it's basically whatever marketing campaigns that you're running, it is important that you need to measure, test which campaigns are working for you, right? Now, how do you do that? So, for example, if you have two campaigns, one is a digital marketing and another one is a newspaper ads, and you're spending 50,000 in newspaper ads, and digital marketing you are spending 10,000. And when you actually test it or measure it, when the customer walks in or place an inquiry, you check with them, how do they come to know about your product? Then they tell you through a digital ad. And then you check with most of your inquiries, and you realize where you're spending 10,000 rupees on digital ad, you're actually getting most of the inquiries. Whereas if you've spent 50,000 on a newspaper ad, which is not even giving you 5% of the inquiries, right? That means you need to move the budget allocated to the newspaper ad to the digital ad. That is why we say it is important, whatever marketing strategies that you're implementing, you need to test and measure them and ensure that the you are you are actually adopting the right strategy in your business. All right. Next one, we move on. Basically, most of the businesses know three things in their business: customer, revenue, and profit. Am I right? You can talk about it. Yes. So yeah. So it's normal thing. Everybody knows about it. Who's my customer? What kind of a revenues I'm making, and what is the profit margin in the business, right? But when it comes to 5 ways of growing a business, then these are just the results, and I'm going to show you how. These are just results of the things which you have done in your business, maybe unaware of it, but you have done it in a different way, and that is getting you the customers, revenue, and profit. And how do we work on it? We divide to multiply. Basically, when we say divide to multiply, we break this into smaller parts and to get the massive results. Okay, let's move on. I'll show you how. So, customer means number of leads or inquiries in your business. And the number of inquiries which are converted to a sales is the conversion rate, right? Number of transactions is average transaction each customer is doing in your business in a year. Average transaction. So total customers divided by total transaction is the average transaction. Then average rupee sale is the total invoicing divided by number of invoices is the average rupee sale. So if you have a 100,000 and you have 100 invoices, so each invoice is 1,000 rupees. The average rupee sale is 1,000. So customer into transaction into rupee sale is equal to revenue. Yes, yes, and the profit margin. Okay, profit margin is nothing that whatever margin you have planned in your business or you're getting out of your product is the margin that you have, which is leading to the profit. Now each of these strategies, we put some numbers over here, and when we put some numbers, like say for example, you have 4,000 leads or inquiries in your business, and you are able to convert 25% of that, which is 1,000. Out of that, each customer is doing around 2 transactions in a year. Each transaction is 100 rupees. So your revenue is 200,000. Your profit margin for, say, for example, is 25%. So your profit is 50,000. Simple? Yes. Now, here comes the big thing. Now, when we have broken these 5 areas, leads, conversion, transaction, rupee sale, and margin, into smaller parts, and we start focusing on each area, and we put average around 60 to 70 different strategies that we have and select best 5 which are suitable for our business. Like for lead generation, when we talk about say for example, what are you doing to generate leads in your business? How many leads do you generate every week? Now if you're supposed to work on that, then we have around 82 different types of lead generation strategies. We work with you and ask you to select best 5, and then we start implementing that in your business. And when we start implementing that in your business, you start seeing the results. All right, getting it? Yes. So does it make sense if I say, when we implement these kind of strategies into your business, is it fair to say that we will get 10% growth in that? Yes. All right. So let's do that. Let's put a 10% growth in number of leads generated, which is out of 4,000, we are able to generate 4,400 leads. All right, because we have implemented 5 different strategies selected from 82 different types of strategies that we have. Next is the conversion rate. Similarly, we have 73 different types of strategy just for lead conversion. When we say conversion rate, it is important that your sales people are trained effectively. They have the sales script so that they know what to sell. Most of the people are trained, and all the things that we need to do for conversion rate, we will start implement, select the things like training, sales script, product brochure, all those things, and then put that in place and ensure that you get minimum 10%. Once we do that, we get number of customers added up to 21%. Am I right? Now, similarly, in number of transactions, when we talk about what kind of offers that you are giving to your customers, which will ask them to come back again and again for you, come, come back and again buy the product from you. Are you, how many times in a month or year you are actually interacting with your customer, sending them the offers to them, sending them the new product launch to them? How do they come to know about the new things in business? So it's important that you are connected with your customers. So this is one such strategy. So there are almost 60 different types of strategies that we implement, that we have to select, and best five we pick for our business and then start implementing it. When we do that, we get 10% minimum on the lower side, I'm saying. And similarly, average rupee sale, like for example, McDonald's, when you go and want to buy a burger, and person on the other side says, so would you like to try for a combo offer? And a 40 rupees burger, actually you end up buying a combo which is 70 rupees, and you are spending 30 rupees more. So what that person has done is he's been specially trained on that to increase average rupee sale from you. Got it? Like you go in a big bazaar and there are salesmen who are actually promoting different products over there. Sir, buy this. So customer has come in, you are able to sell more product to them so that your average billing has become gone up by 10 or 20%. That's what it is all about. So we implement different strategies for that in your business, and we get it up by 10%, for example. By doing that, we are actually adding the revenue by 40%. And when we do that on profit margins, again 10%. Profit margin, when we are talking about, it's not only about reducing the cost, it's about creating a value of your product. How do you fetch more dollars from each unit of product you are selling? How, it's all about USP, guarantee, no price competition, all that we talk about. Once you start implementing those things, the profit margins goes up. On the lower side, we would say 10%. So your net profit actually goes up by 61%, staggering 30,525 rupees, which is 61,000, 61%. And this is just by, we have just taken standard 10% rule. So there will be areas where we will be getting maybe around 15% and 20% growth also. And there will be some areas where our strategies may not have worked. And we might have to compromise by, instead of 10, we have 5%. But still, you will be easily able to get more than 60% profit margin or revenue up by 46%. Right? Do you agree on that? So once we start focusing on these areas, this is the first thing that we start implementing in your business. Identifying what is the number of leads that you have, what is your conversion rate. Most of the people say that our conversion rate is 70%. And when we go and test and measure in their business, actually we get around 30%, 35%, because they did not record all the inquiries in their business. So what kind of inquiries they missed out, they are not recording that. So we actually and make sure that they are recording that so that they are aware of where are the gap and they can start putting the things in place to eliminate the gap. All right, let's move on. Next one is leverage. Leverage is all about commercial profitable enterprise that works. Basically, when we say that works, it's basically it's it's automation, it's manuals, it's procedures, it's systems, putting everything that into place, which brings efficiency into your business. Efficiency of people, efficiency of producing, delivering, systems, information, everything together. So system is basically all about saving yourself time, energy, and money. All right. When we talk about saving yourself time, money, and energy, it's something which is really like it will keep the like system will keep running the business whether you are there or not there. But system has to be so robust about it. Take an example of Amazon. You place an order online, and what happens after that? System runs it. Systems gets the information to the person who picks up the product from the warehouse, deliver it to dispatch section. Dispatch people have the information from the system to send the package to you. It's a system. Once you have a system, it is easy for you to multiply. You're getting it? It is easy for you to duplicate that. Otherwise, without system, you will be just disposing of the fires and issues in your business. Does it make sense? All right. So there are 9 things that we do, 9 steps of systemizing a business. It's basically vision statement. Vision, you are clear about it, that what is your 10 years vision, for example. Mission, how do you want to reach to that vision? Culture, what are the ideology that you're going to work on? It's all about culture. Smart goals, it's basically measurable, attainable, result oriented, and time bound goals. Organization chart, how your organization is going to look like 3 years down the line. What are the positions that you're going to hire? What are the things that you're doing like a job which you want to delegate to somebody in future? What kind of those positions are, so that you are clear about the roadmap of your people, adding people in the future, right? Once you have the people, it is important that you have a positional contract of these people. Positional contract is just not only this job description, but is much, much beyond that. It is something like what somebody is going to do, what he's going to deliver, what kind of a system that he's going to follow, what kind of a authority that he has, or decision making has been empowered on him, all that about it. KPI is all about key performance indicator. How do we measure the performance of the people, sections, department in the company? It's all about that. How to systems, manual procedures, SOPs, systems. It's all about that. How do you do it? How my new person joining in a company comes to know what is the procedure that he needs to follow. So there should be a docket or a manual which he is able to read and go through to understand 70 or 80% of the process. Rest he will learn on the job. Do you have the right training in place to ensure that the people are learning about your systems, about your company system before they are inducted on the job? Next one is management systems. A lot of times it happens that management itself is not spending time on the right meetings. So they are having meeting to dispose of the fire. They are having meeting because customer has raised a complaint, but they are not having a scheduled or planned meeting. They are not reviewing the performance of each and every section or a department or people within the organization. The culture of meeting systems has to be put in place. The review mechanism, the specific reports which will be discussed, the specific goals that will be discussed, it's all about that. All right, let's move on. Next is the team. Team is basically a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. Yes, the team is without you. When we say without you, this is where we talk about A lot of times it happens, we say how we talk about, I don't have an efficient team. My people are not deliver up to my expectation, right? But did we actually invest good time with the people? Did we actually train them to perform well in your business? Do we have a right mechanism of training the people periodically? Are we motivating people? Have we empowered our team? Have we empowered them to take decisions? It's all about that. So it's important, once you have mastery, niche, and leverage, you need to empower your team. You need to create a proper working environment for the team. You have to become a good leader. And when we talk about team, it's basically as a owner, what you're doing. You're actually talking to the team, you're talking to your customers, you're handling the business affairs, finance, accounts, marketing, sales, whatnot. Do you think practically it is possible for any owner? Are you doing justice to that? And what happens when you start getting into each and every area of the business? You start taking the responsibility and ownership of that. And when you become, when you take responsibility of that, the decision comes to you, your table, and you are actually taking all the shots in the business. And while doing that, what is happening is you are actually not empowering your team. Your your team job is being shifted to your table, and you are actually doing the job what they are supposed to do. So what you need to do, you need to actually motivate your team. You need to ensure your team is trained well. Your team is doing doing what they are supposed to do. Their performance is measured. They are monitored well. They are kept really happy so that they take care of the customers. They satisfy your customer. They ensure the customers getting things in time, right? And when we talk about that, then you get a satisfied customer, which leads to repeat customer sales, and which leads to business growth. And business growth helps owner to be satisfied. That's how it happens. It's a circle wherein owner should focus on team should focus on customers, and customer should focus on business. Automatically, the owner is happy about it. All right. When we talk about winning teams, strong leadership, the first thing and the most important thing, it's about you. The buck stops at you. You need to ensure that you are able to portray the strong leadership in your business. You need to be above the point of power, not going below the point of power. There's no reason that you can accept, there's no reason that you can give in your business. You are responsible, you are accountable, and you are responsible, accountable, and you are ensuring your team members are also taking care of your business. And once they are taking care of your business by having by remaining above the point of power, that's the right uh, way that strong leadership is being portrayed. Common goal. What is your common goal? Where are you going to be in next 3 years? Where do you see the business to be? Is it going to be 2x, 3x? That kind of a common goal. Rules of the game. Rules of the game is all about how people are going to function within the company and how they are going to communicate outside to the outside world. It's all about that. Action plan. What kind of action that you will take to ensure your common goals are met? Your common goals may be 3 years. Your goal should be 1 year. But action points are monthly or weekly action point that you would take so that that is leading to your goals. You need to break it down, your goals, into a smaller actions and action to a smaller task. And tasks should be achieved first, then action points and your goals are met. Support risk taking. When we talk about support risk taking, it's all about you need to ensure your team members are supported. Your team members are supported when they take the shots in their business, the decisions in your business. It might be right or wrong. you must have also gone through that same thing where you have taken a decision in the business and it has not turned out good for the business, but you have taken ownership of that. Similarly, your team member, you need to support and let them take a decision in your business, but empower them how to take a right decision in your business. You need to train them, right? But support that. Next one is 100% involvement and inclusion. It is important your team members are involved. They are included in the major decisions, and they should be aware of what has worked well for the company, what has not worked well for the company, what kind of a challenges the company is facing, what kind of an external environment changes that is happening, so that your team gets empowered and team gets re-educate themselves to face the new challenge. All right. It's all about the key for a winning team is 6 pointers, and we need to work on 6 points. Next is basically it's all about a destination, which is your end goal, like a 2x growth or a 3x growth in 3 years. That is one. Second is having the right people in the bus. If you have the right people in the bus on a journey to achieve your goal, your journey becomes smooth. Your journey becomes painless. Your journey becomes it starts delivering results. If you don't have people in the bus with the right attitude, you might have to stop the bus at different intervals. You might have to even take the bus a little back also sometimes, because you lost somebody who was not good for the business. And once you have lost somebody, you go back for a few months because you need to again get the new person, retrain him, and get them on board. So I would suggest you hire the person who is better than you in that job. Once you hire a person who's better than you in that job, you are rest assured that that job is done much better than what you can do. Automatically, each and every person, if they start doing that, you will start getting the results out of it much better than you alone could have delivered it. Got it? So, right people in the bus, right attitude, that's the most important thing. Once you have 4 steps in place, next one is synergy and results. Synergy is all about duplication. Basically, the 4 steps are taken care of. It is something like your foundation, your sales and marketing, your systems, and your team. That is the time you are able to duplicate your business to multiple locations. You increase your capacity of a factory from one location to second location and third location. You open offices in one city to other city, or even in different countries. That because your systems are in place, you have a right team members to take care of your previous office. That is how you are able to grow your business. That is where I spoke about important things in your business. Because if you are not growing, you are dying. You have to understand that. Your business has to grow. Otherwise, you are dying because cost is going up day by day. And your cost of living, your cost of employing, your cost of having services in your business, it's going up. So you need to grow so that you can survive and thrive. All right. Duplication is the key to the growth. Basically, growth and then freedom. When we say you grow, you become when you grow and you get a start getting a passive income, and passive income gets you a freedom, and you can play golf, you can do whatever you want, but your business is still getting you the money what you want, whether you are available or not available. But you are monitoring the right things in your business at a periodic interval. That is the important thing. If you are doing that, then the journey becomes smooth. Business doesn't give any kind of a major surprises, even though some will definitely be there, but you will be in control of that. All right. Now, 6-step scorecard, something which when we start with the clients, we actually share and we talk about what are the things that are missing, what you are not doing in your business. And start working on one area like destination over here. And when they work on it, they identify where are the gaps that is there in destination. Then next one, team, time, delivery, financials. Once foundation is taken care, then we move on to the next one, which is margin, transaction, average dollar spend, etc. And then next one over here. But it's important, like each business has a different exigencies, and we even though we set up goals, but we give priority to the goals which are most important for the business. It may be financials, it can be marketing and sales, it can be survival also, which is important related to the cash flow. All right. So, it's important that each area, each of these areas needs to be attended to be successful in business. And we work with our clients on weekly basis on one or two or specific areas in your business, so that we start getting the results out of it and then step on it. All right. Next one. Richard Branson, all you know is he's the founder of Virgin Group. He talks about, if you can learn to run one business successfully, then there is no reason you can't run any number of businesses at the same time, right? It's purely duplication. You remember the 4 steps: mastery, niche, leverage, and team. If you have that in place, you are able to duplicate it to multiple locations. That's what happens. And it's not that people, but they fail, learn from their mistake. And that's why we as expert come in and we reduce your failure to the minimum level, and you start getting the success from our experience and our strategies, which has worked for many similar business worldwide. All right. Jim Rohn: never wish your life were easier, wish that you were better. Work harder on yourself than you do on the job. Work hard, learn, educate, take a step. First step is most important. A lot of people think about it, but they're not able to take the first step. So this is like something, take a first step to learn, to educate yourself about the business. You need somebody to help you. It's all about that. No matter how tough you think you are, you can't do this of your own. Sports, what happens? Coach, what does he do? He actually helps you to become better, become best from the better, and ensure that you excel in whatever you're doing. No, I can tell you, no one in the world is there to support you in growing your business. We are there. We, as a business coach, we help people to support. We help and support them in their thought process, in their goals, and handhold them during the journey, ensure that they are growing and they are getting the results what they're expecting. It's all about that. Your success is our success. It's important you are successful. We will ensure that you become successful, and our success is automatically taken care of. All right. There are 2 directions that you can go on. I'm good to try to improve my business on my own, or I'm interested in getting massive results in my business. And how do you get the massive results out of the business? You need external help. Otherwise, you are doing what you're doing the best. You are still doing it. So you need to make a shift, and you need to get the right people so that you can come better from to the best. You can move from that low. How do you take a leap jump in your business? That is what we help in. All right. By working on your business coach, with your business coach, you will learn how to generate more cash flow, more profit, more teamwork, and more freedom. I think these terms are now clear to you. Freedom or free time, teamwork, motivation, leadership, goals, profit, margins, USP, no price competition, cash flow. It's all about money, inventory turnover, your bills receivable, payable, and many things. All right. Now it's the time to get into action. And what is the action that you can take on? Get in touch with us. We will help you to choose the best program suited for your business. We have multiple programs for various businesses levels. We also do group coaching, we do one-on-one coaching, and even in one-on-one coaching, we cater to different levels of the companies. We level from 10 CR to 250 CR. We even do consulting for larger companies, which is just related to specific areas in their business which they are struggling. They don't get time to do it, and we come as external expert and try and help them to ensure that they are getting results out of the particular problems that you're facing in their business. All right. You can get in touch with me. You can visit my website. You will get all the information about it. I would say that you should subscribe for my blogs, which are very informative, and you would definitely love it. I can tell you that. You can implement a lot of things from my blogs in your business. Okay. Give your feedback on this webinar. You will get an email, and please reply back, and you will get some more information about our company, about what we do. And if you want to start, just touch with us. We will be happy to help you. Thank you very much for your time.